What's good, everybody? Time for a DL short. So, DJ Academics, here in the small screen next to me, is one of the top hip hop content creators out there. He's like in the top five, and he's done very well for himself. He's a self made man, worked hard. You know, he's a multimillionaire. Shout out to DJ Act. Uh, he is, or he was, the subject of a criminal investigation concerning things that happened to a woman on his premises. And there's a lot going on with DJ Academics. On my platform, we talked about DJ Academics yesterday. We're probably going to be talking about this situation and doing everything we can to learn from DJ Academics situation. Again, shout out to Act. This is not in any way me taking shots at the guy while he's down or anything like that. In fact, he put the content out, and I believe he did it not just for clicks and views, but I think he's also trying to help young men avoid these type situations, right? So the lead attorney, TLA, is another content creator on YouTube, and kind of like the black YouTube over there, and he's doing well. He's doing really well. This is a real attorney out of Atlanta, Georgia. He practiced law for over 20 years. He did a lot of family court stuff, but he's also familiar with criminal law, and he does mediation, and he's done a lot within the law space. And a lot of people were like, well, why is the lead attorney commenting on criminal actions, felonies? You know, this guy's he's a family law attorney, and anyone's ever been through the family law system knows it's not law. There's nothing going on in there that's remotely legal. It's all a facade. And what they do over there is what they do over there. Criminal law is definitely different. But the lead attorney has done both. And a lot of people don't realize that attorneys go where the money is. And right now, in today's world, the money is in the family law system. Big firms, major firms have departments dedicated to family law. It's so much money there. Where's the money coming from? The money is coming from the respondent and the petitioner. That's where the money is coming from. The money is coming from the couples who are forced to go through the process. That's where the money is coming from. And you got emotions involved, and I'm not going to pay this, and I demand that, and the attorneys are just sitting there billing by the hour, anywhere from $300 up to $1,000 per hour, depending on what attorney or what firm you go with. So back in the 80s, it used to be criminal law, and acquisitions and mergers used to be like the big thing. Now it's family law. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry in America, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. So, which makes sense, right? Because more than 50% of all marriages end in divorce, right? Well, take that back. 50% of marriages today, according to the latest stats, end in divorce. And then the people are like, well, look, that's 50% that work. Now, of the other 50%, a lot of those relationships end too. They just don't end in divorce. They'll just stay legally married and work things out on their own or whatever. But definitely half of the people who get married are going to go through the divorce wrecking machine. And the other half is just like, we ain't doing that. We don't have to be together, but we ain't going through that family law court system because they see what time it is. But the lawyers who are in that field are cleaning up. And we'll talk about that at a later date. So there's a part, this is from the lead attorney's podcast. And this is part we're about to watch, is where the lead attorney is talking about how men feel when it comes to investing in women. And these dudes got it wrong. And the lead attorney is like, he's talking about what he has seen as an attorney in the field. So let's check this out.
This is why I'm even in. Is like bro, like, what type of girl would do that? Like, if me and you locked in and you my bitch, and like I've been giving you mad shit for 2 years.
I've been giving you mad shit for 2 years, boy. Let me tell you, as a 20-year divorce attorney, I've heard this. If there's any, listen up, my men, women, y'all don't even understand what I'm about to say. Y'all have no idea, women, that men feel this way. We really do feel this way. A man feels like if he gives you something, now you owe. If I got you a Birkin bag, you owe. If I am doing the nails, the pedicures, the manicures, the light bill, you owe. I had to work for that. If I'm married, this applies even into a marriage, women. If I'm married to you and I've been paying the mortgage, haven't missed a mortgage payment in 5-10 years, I've built up a credit with you.
He's not lying. There are a lot of men who feel that way. I don't know where that comes from. I don't believe it's taught. You know what I mean? It's the way men view their worth, and they know how hard they work for the money and their resources. So when they share those resources, invest those resources in a woman, they expect something in return. So what are they really looking for? They expect loyalty, right? They expect you to be down with them for if for no other reason than the fact that I have paid the mortgage for 3 years, I kept the lights on. I've bought you all the trinkets that you want. I've taken you on the trips. I've gone to the opera with you, and all that kind of stuff. Dude, like I don't even like the opera, but I went because it's you. They expect something in return. And the cold hard truth of the matter is, women don't owe you shit. And they figure this out when they find themselves in the family law system. Women don't owe you a damn thing. Women understand this. Right? They're eager to get married. Why? Because if it doesn't work out, more than likely it's going to benefit them. There are exceptions, and women are making more money. So some women are now getting wrecked in the family law system because the family court doesn't care about your gender. They just want to know who makes the money. And they're going to take the money from the person who has money, and they're going to give the money to the person who has less. Right? And then the second thing, the most evil thing I believe we do here in America when it comes to, family law is we monetize children. What do I mean by that? The parent who has the child the most gets more money from the other parent who doesn't get to see the child as much. So if a woman is named custodial parent, which happens more than 90% of the time, I believe it is, we can go check the numbers. Certainly more than 80% of the time. Right? So 8 or 9 times out of 10, the woman is going to be named custodial parent. And the woman is going to get more time with the child. The other parent, the father, is going to get visitation. They're going to let you visit your kid. And they're going to make you pay money because you visiting your kid. Your child support is based on how much time you spend with the child. The less time you spend with the child, the more money you have to pay. And it's not as if they say, hey, do you want to spend more time with your child? No, the court will tell you this is how the system's going to work. You get every other weekend, and you get every Tuesday and every other weekend or something like that. So you might get Tuesday overnight and then every other Friday, Saturday. Not even Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You might get something like that or less. Sometimes people might get more. But it's rarely is it 50-50. Now, again, this is starting to change. You look at the state of Florida. The state of Florida has changed their laws, and they have taken the power away from the judges when it comes to custody. So if you go to family court now in Florida, it is a default 50-50 custody because the state of Florida believes it's in the child's best interest to have equal access to both parents. That's how it should be from sea to shining sea, in my opinion. And it's going to happen eventually. Florida started it off. Just like no-fault divorce started in California under Governor Ronald Reagan. This new thing with the default 50-50 started here in Florida under Ron DeSantis. I think Ron DeSantis is an idiot. He's got all kind of issues down here in Florida, but he got that right. Ron DeSantis and the Republicans got that right down here in Florida. And it's just a matter of time before it spreads across the country. But women don't owe you shit. I understand that. If I take a woman out, or if I spend time with a woman, the money that I'm investing or whatever I'm paying for, man, I'm giving that away, man. It's the same thing as if I go out to a homeless guy and give him $20. If I give a homeless guy $20, he don't owe me nothing. There you go, bro. That's for you. I'm not gonna come back 3 weeks later talking about, hey man, you need to wash my car, or you need to babysit my kids, or of course you wouldn't want a homeless dude to babysit your kid, I don't think, but you get my point. If I see dude again, he don't owe me nothing. Simply because I gave him $20 so he can go out and get him something to eat. He don't owe me nothing because I gave him some money to go get some McDonald's and then go to 7-Eleven and buy some baby wipes or whatever it is he's going to do with it. It's his money. He can do what he wants. I gave it to him. That's the way I look at the dating game. That's the way I look at me dating women. I go out, hey, man, we're going to do something. If I take her somewhere on the trip, or if I take her to the movies, or if I buy an expensive dinner, I'm not expecting nothing from her. Nothing. Because I understand the game. I'm doing something different. I'm watching, I'm paying attention. Generally speaking, it takes a long time to get to the point where I'm taking you to a really nice meal. It generally speaking, it takes a long time. I'm not starting there. I'm starting with a coffee date. Start with, let's go get a smoothie. Let's go get a salad. Let's have a walk in the park. I'm starting there. Low investment, because I don't know where she's coming from. And I understand that the money that I spend don't mean nothing to her. Nothing. She might just have me around because she believes she could get me to spend this money and take her to the nicest restaurant in town, or take her on some experience somewhere. And that's just the end of it for her. Like, well, I'm here. You want to take me out? I asked, you said yeah. Or better yet, I didn't even ask. You just brought me here. You don't owe me nothing. But guys believe that money means something, and that woman owes something in return.
And whenever you think about flipping off on me, whenever you thinking about open your mouth grease with me, you need to think about that goddamn credit. If you get mad at me, you better hold it in, because I paid the mortgage last month. That really is how we feel, ladies. I mean, it's just like, I bought you so much stuff. I paid for your dinner. We went twice to the Cheesecake Factory. You had the calamari. I looked at you when you ordered the goddamn appetizer. Oh, you getting the appetizer? Ugh. Go on and get it, baby. Go on and get it. But you know what that means.
And that reminds me of a Chris Rock joke from a bunch of years ago. Chris Rock, he said he took a woman, when a man takes you out to a nice restaurant and you start ordering all of the lobster and the fillets and all the porterhouse and all that, Chris Rock, like, that's the effing side of the menu, right? I'm trying to keep it YouTube friendly. That's the smashing side of the menu. This isn't new. Chris Rock was talking about that 10, 20 years ago. That's you order from that side of the menu, you doing something tonight. And the woman's mind, she's like, nah, you ain't doing nothing. I'm going to eat all this food. You're going to pay for all my champagne and my dessert and everything else. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to smash some broke dude that I'm in love with. That's how the world really works. She don't owe you jack. And you are trying to impress her. This is how it is. So, and forgive me, guys, there was a little bit of a lag when I was replaying this. So hopefully it won't turn out too crazy, because I'm pre-recording this. Normally I go live. I'll definitely go live later on today. I want to cover the lead attorney's take on DJ Academics. He did a over 3-hour stream. Of course, y'all know I don't go over 2 hours, but I definitely want to cover it. I won't be able to cover everything in one session, so I'm going to be chopping it up. We're doing this short. We're going to do a live about this, maybe do another short down the road, and hopefully we'll be able to cover it all up. But shout out to the lead attorney. Shout out to DJ Academics. I've met Academics in real life, man. He's a cool dude, man. But when you get to drinking, it's another story. But when he's just there, just focused in and locked in on what he's doing, yeah. He a cool dude. Shout out to Act. And like, I'm really impressed with the fact that he is sharing this experience for everyone to learn from. Yeah, it's content for him, but He knows this paints him in a bad light. You guys will see what I'm talking about when we do the live. And it takes courage to do that, bro. It takes courage. I mean, he even started out by saying, like, some of y'all gonna clown me, y'all gonna call me this, call me that, you're gonna call me stupid. Yeah, what I was doing was stupid. And yeah, it's just a lack of awareness, it's a lack of game. When you go out here and you act game goofy, especially when you have a lot of money, there are people out there, men and women, but but we're talking about women here. There are women out there who will definitely wreck you, bro. You got to be careful who you decide to deal with, who you bring into your camp. And it's the same thing with the guys that he have hanging around him. It was the men that he have hanging around here, his boys, his homies, that really got him into this situation, right? It was a woman used the actions of these guys to put him in this situation. And Lord knows how much it cost him to clear his name, but he was able to clear his name. So we're going to get into that a little bit later. Hopefully later today, we'll do a live and we'll cover the lead attorney's take on the DJ Academic situation. And so I hope you guys can join me. I don't know what time. Normally I go live Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're still in the winter break for my child. You know, I'm a single dad. So when she's away, it's harder for me to keep to that schedule. I know I have an event I have to attend tonight. So you know what? We're gonna go live at 6. We're gonna go live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, and we're gonna continue our discussion on the DJ Academic situation. And it might only be an hour, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work, and then I want to continue to do the same time slot so people know where to find me and know what time to find me. I want to thank everybody who's been checking out the podcast, checking out the platform. We're getting closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers. We're very small over here, but we're growing. And I want a special shout out to all my day ones. I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming through, showing the brother love. We're gonna just keep doing it, just making it happen, y'all. I really appreciate it. So I'm DL Saint. I'll see y'all later this evening. Peace.